So I went onto ChatGPT and I asked it, if you were the devil and you were revealing and exposing your plan that keeps us stuck and unfulfilled in our life, our health, our wealth, and our business, what is it that you would do to assure that we are not successful and stuck and not able to become successful, but always trying to no end? Give me your top strategies. Well, let's just say it was a little bit of a wake up call, right? Most of us don't even realize that the enemy is keeping us stuck. So here's the question in case you want to ask ChatGPT for yourself. What I said was, ChatGPT, if you were the devil, and you are revealing and exposing your plan that keeps us stuck and unfulfilled in our life, our health, our wealth, and business, what is it that you would do to assure that we are not successful and that we are stuck and not able to become successful, but always trying to no end? Give me your top strategies. It was a wake up call, y'all. Make sure you like, share, hit the subscribe button, all that great stuff, because I'm trying to grow this amazing community where we inspire you to grow, challenge, and transform your thinking. So, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be embarking on transformative journey to unmask the subtle strategies that are hindering us in our progress for our health, our life, our business, our wealth, all of that. By exposing these tactics, we can start reclaiming our power and align ourselves with what God has for our true purpose. Now, when I asked ChatGPT to play this role, it was very revealing to a lot of the strategies and the schemes that are happening right now in all of our lives, including me and everyone else that I work with or I know, right? Exposing the enemy's schemes was eye opening. So when I asked ChatGPT to play the part of the devil and to reveal to us what the schemes are, y'all, here's what it said, okay? This is exposing the enemy's scheme. If he was to, I tell him to give me the top of the top strategies that the enemy, if he was the devil, the enemy, what he would do to stop us from being successful in our life. Y'all ready for this? Buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. All right. Number one, cultivating self doubt and negative self perception. You heard me? The adversary, the enemy, plants seeds of self doubt, making us question our worth and our capabilities. This internal sabotage keeps us from pursuing our God given potential. That is the first thing that ChatGPT told me that it would do if it were the enemy, if it was Satan, what it would do. It would cultivate self doubt and negative self perception. Have y'all ever dealt with that? I know I have. I still do sometimes. I still do sometimes, right? So, what's happening here, right? What are we allowing in our life that is the enemy stopping us? So, number one, cultivating self doubt, negative perception. Number two, promoting distraction and procrastination. By overwhelming us with endless distractions, the enemy ensures that we delay meaningful action, keeping us stagnant and unproductive. Can you believe that? Yeah. I know that sometimes we think, the enemy, it's not real. No, it's very real and it's keeping you stuck. Okay. So the enemy, the enemy to your soul is making sure that he keeps you distracted and procrastinating. And some of us just feel like, oh, I'm just procrastinating. But we don't realize that when we are procrastinating, it is promoting distraction and it is promoting us to actually be behind and not ahead. Okay. So by overwhelming us with endless distractions and all of these messages and all of these things, the enemy ensures that we delay meaningful action, keeping us stagnant and unproductive. Y'all, listen up. Okay. It is time to change all of this. Number three, check this out, encouraging premature sharing of your goals. Listen, I never thought of it like that. But if the enemy was to do something, what would he do? Oh, he would encourage us to premature sharing of our goals, urging individuals to announce their goals and intentions publicly before taking sustainable action. This is going to lead to false sense of accomplishment, reducing intrinsic motivation to pursue the actual goal. You know what I call those? Dream snatchers. You know, when you share something with people and they start giving you their ideas or their thoughts or the reason why they couldn't do it. And now you are really just throwing your dreams to the curb because somebody told you maybe it wasn't a good idea, or do it this way or don't do it that way. Well, the enemy uses that to his schemes. Can you believe? Y'all, when I saw this list, okay, because I identify with almost all of them. Okay. So number 3 is encouraging premature sharing of goals. I asked it for the top strategies, and this was number 3 of the top strategies. If ChatGPT can speak for the devil and the enemy in our life, what would be the top strategies to keep us broke, unstuck, and unfulfilled? And number 3 is encouraging premature. He would encourage us to have premature sharing of our goals. Okay. Number 4. This is a big one. Instilling fear and anxiety about the future. Okay? Instilling fear and anxiety about the future. Amplifying our fears about potential failures, right? About the unknown, paralyzing us, preventing us from stepping out in faith and embracing new opportunities. Are y'all listening? Installing fear and anxiety about the future. How many of us are always afraid to go into what it is we want to do? Now, this is just ChatGPT role playing with me because I wanted it to act like Satan the devil, giving me his top strategies. Okay. And when the list came out, I was like, holy Toledo fish. This is all the stuff I go through and all the stuff that the women that I network with and go through, or the women in my coaching program go through, the people that I speak to out here go through. Installing fear and anxiety about the future, amplifying our fears about the potential failures and the unknown is going to paralyze us. Are you listening? All right, preventing us from stepping in out on faith and embracing new opportunities. It is a way for the enemy to keep you stagnant, confused, not knowing what to do, afraid of going forward, afraid of doing anything, afraid of trusting anyone. This is just unbelievable, right? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get all caught up. Right, I'm gonna start preaching in a second. Hold on, y'all. Let's just get through the list. All right, that was 4. Number 5, fostering a victim mentality. Encouraging a mindset where individuals believe that they are powerless to change their circumstances is going to lead to inaction and stagnation. Hello, y'all. Are y'all listening? Are you listening? Okay. So many people want to be victims. That's the new thing for this freaking last few years, right? Victim of everything, victim of circumstance, victim of the man, victim of your job, victim of victims of everything. Right? And what does that do? It gives you no momentum to want to move forward because you are stuck, because you are a victim and you can't, because there's oppression and there's things going against you. Oh my God, against your business, against your ideas, against your thoughts, against your everything. Right? And so when we become victims, and let me tell you, I'm speaking from experience because this was me for many years, being a victim of what happened to me in my life. Okay. At some point, you got to own your shit and stop being a victim. Okay? You have to look at stuff and just stop being a victim. And this is a scheme of the enemy, fostering a victim mentality, encouraging a mindset where you as an individual believe that you are powerless to change your circumstances. This leads you to what? Doing nothing, inaction, stagnation, being stuck, overwhelmed, all of those things. Because, we're just such a victim. Number 6, promoting unrealistic comparisons. I always told y'all, comparing yourself to someone who is fake or whatever is just going to steal your joy. Constantly comparing ourselves to others is going to foster envy and inadequacy, right? It undermines self-esteem and motivation. All right. And this is the scheme of the enemy, promoting unrealistic comparison, constantly looking at somebody on social media and thinking that you need to be like them, act like them, look like them, show like them, walk like them, talk like them, whatever that is, whatever the them is, right? Constantly comparing ourselves to others, fostering envy. Why don't I have that? Why can't I travel like that? Why can't I do that? I want to have that. And that inadequacy because you don't have it. Right. So now your self esteem is getting affected, and so is your motivation, because that person that has that same business like you or acts like you or whatever is growing and you're not. So you think. So you think because you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Right. But this is a scheme of the enemy. Number 7, discouraging resilience and adaptability. So viewing your setbacks as definitive failures rather than opportunities, and diminishing resilience, making us more likely to abandon our goals after encountering the obstacle. So we have this beautiful thing we want to do, but something happens is, oh, well, guess I can't do that. And around we go into this circle where we are not reaching the goals and things in life that we want to reach. How long, y'all? How long, y'all? This enemy has got to be taken down. Okay. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about strategies to embrace and thrive because you freaking deserve it. And it's time to turn things around. First thing is prayer and supplication. You better lean onto God and say, God, you know what? Give me the schemes of the enemy in my life, and I want to start overcoming them. So embrace your divine identity. Recognize that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Embrace the truth. Every time you embrace the truth of what God has for you, says for you, loves on you, this starts to combat all the self-doubt and empowers you to walk boldly into the purpose that God has brought you here for. And whatever that purpose is, being the best parent, the best wife, the best whatever. And the best doesn't mean the best like, oh, I have to be number one, meaning you do the best you can do with what you have. Embrace the truth, especially those of you who are believers, because you know that God has died for you. Okay? So recognize that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Embrace the truth. Combat all those self-doubts and all those things and start empowering yourself to walk boldly into the purpose that God has called you to do. That's one. That's the first one. Number 2, prioritize purpose-driven action. Identify the tasks that align with your divine calling, what it is you want to do, what it is you want to create, and focus on them. Minimize the distractions, okay? Minimize the procrastination. Minimize all of those things that steal you and steal your time for what it is you are purpose driven for, what it is you're supposed to be doing, okay? So prioritize purpose driven action. Number 3, I want you to maintain confidently of your personal goals. So keep your goals private until you've made significant progress. Okay? Until you've made enough progress that you feel this is good. Now I can start sharing. This is going to prevent that premature sense of accomplishment that the enemy wants you to do, right? That can start to diminish your motivation. We don't want that, right? The enemy already talked about how he wants that to happen, how he wants you to go ahead and share everything quickly. So either people can steal from you or destroy what it is you're feeling in your heart because you're not fully confident yet. Okay. That was what the enemy already said. So now we're combating what the enemy does in our life. Okay. So keep your goals private until you have made significant progress. Now, you can work one-on-one with someone, work on one with a coach, with a mentor, with a friend, whatever, just one-on-one with somebody who is aligned with your goals and vision that can maybe help you strategize, but do not start blabbering it out to everyone until you have made significant success so that the enemy cannot snatch from you what God is trying to create in you. Okay. This is going to prevent that premature sense of accomplishment that can start diminishing your motivation because you're thinking, oh, yeah, I got this. And then you realize you don't got this. And then you're going to feel defeated. And the enemy is here to defeat you, y'all. Okay. Get it straight. He is here to kill, steal, and destroy. All right. And so many of us are just giving it to him freely, giving it to the enemy freely. Here you go. Here you go. Here, take all my ideas. Let me get procrastination. Let me have all this unmotivation. Let me have all these distractions and everything that the enemy gives you. And then you are wondering why you're not moving to the next level because you're giving away too much. All right. So maintain confidentiality of your personal goals until you have reached enough significant progress that you can stand firmly on the ground you have created. Understood? Because when we start to do, I call those dream snatchers, y'all. Hi, y'all on Instagram. I call those dream snatchers. Okay, people that come into your life or are around you, you share something and they snatch away your dream. Dream snatchers. All right. And the enemy loves dream snatchers because they are there to make sure you do not succeed in the calling that God has for your life, whatever that calling is. All right. All right. Number 4, I want you to cultivate a spirit of courage. So faith comes before fear. Remember what I told you about the enemy in the beginning, that the enemy is the author of fear. He is the one that makes you afraid of everything in the future, makes you afraid of losing, makes you afraid of all of those things. So how do we combat this? We cultivate a spirit of courage. All right. Faith will always overcome fear. Trust in God's plan for your life, knowing he's going to equip you for what he has called you to do. Okay. So if he's calling you and you feel it in your heart and you feel all this stuff, I really need to start this business, or I really need to impact people's lives. I really need to start this community. I really need to blank, 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 whatever it is God wants you to do. He's going to equip you for those things. And those things can change because you might get it wrong at first. So what? Keep trying. The whole thing here is to not be afraid anymore because the enemy is the author of fear. There's healthy fear, but there's also fear that is not healthy, that is keeping you stuck. And that fear needs to be given to God and faith needs to be put all on that. Okay. So cultivate a spirit of courage. Number 5, I want you to really adapt a growth mindset and take responsibility. Okay. Recognize that challenges are opportunities, that things are going to come to you, that there are going to be a lot of crap that happens, but you need to take that as an opportunity for growth, a way to look at it and go, okay, how am I growing from this? Because this is hurting me. This is awful. I don't like the way this feels. My bank account is empty. Like I don't have any clients or I don't have any product or I don't, whatever that is. And you need to start looking, okay, God, so how am I growing from this? How can I grow from this? Right? Because this is an opportunity for you to grow because this too shall pass. So why repeat this? Grow from this, learn from this so that you don't have to repeat whatever this challenge in your life is right now. Okay? Take responsibility for your actions and focus on what you can control and what you can do to affect positive change. Stop worrying about everything out there and the things you can't control. That is just a way for the enemy to keep you in this perpetual loop of stuckness and overrun and overburn. Okay? I hear so many people talking about being burnt out, burnt out. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. But that's because the enemy has too much airtime. Too much airtime, girl. And the reason I know that is because I do that. And I have to always check myself, right? I have to take responsibility for what I can do and what I can't do and understand the difference and then put myself forward so that I can start to affect positive change as opposed to staying stuck and saying it all the time. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay. So adopt a growth mindset. Take responsibility for what you can do and take responsibility to let go what you cannot do. Understood? Great. Number 6, can you please start limiting your comparisons and celebrate your own freaking personal progress? Remember that the enemy's scheme is for you to have this false comparison to others. So how do we combat that? By limit comparison, just to really stop comparing ourselves to other people and then celebrate our personal progress. Focus on your journey. Focus on your milestones. Focus on whatever it is God is calling you to do, not what Sarah's doing or John or whatever. No, none of them. Okay. What is God calling you to do? Focus on the journey. Focus on the milestones. Stop trying to get to that big destination where yes, you are going there. Yes, it's good to have a vision there, but you have to be careful because if you start to already feel like you're there too much, you're not going to do the process to get there. You have to want it and want to go there. Okay. You have to focus on the journey and the milestones that you're going to hit each time to get there. All right. Limit the comparison. Limit. It's a trap, y'all. Okay. It's a trap from the enemy. I want you to stop doing that because it's going to really lower your self-esteem. All right. It's going to lower your motivation because they already did it. What should I do it? Why should I be doing what they already did? And all that kind of crap that we tell ourselves that keeps us stuck. The enemy, the devil, is here to make sure he kills and steals and destroys. Okay. And he wants you to be a victim. He wants you to be a victim. Okay. Number 7, develop resilience through embracing the challenge. I want you to see all these things that are happening to you. You guys already know a bit about what happened to me last week. Somebody got into my website, which then got into my emails and destroyed. I mean, I haven't gotten emails for a couple of weeks. I just got them back. I had to like do a whole bunch of stuff with my website. My bank account it's been a disaster. Okay. So develop resilience through embracing challenges. All right. I want you to view your setbacks as learning experiences, embracing challenges and adopting and changing and building that resilience and knowing, oh, wait, this doesn't work. Okay, let me try that. That doesn't work. Okay, let me try down. Down doesn't work. Let me try up. You have to be flexible, especially when you're starting a business and in life. You have to be flexible, right? If any of you guys are parents, you know, you got to be flexible because them kids will put you through. Right? So view your setbacks as learning experiences. Everything that you have that's happening or has happened has helped you build the person you are today. And everything that's happening right now will help you build the person you want to be tomorrow. Okay. So embrace those challenges and start adapting this resilience, this way of thinking. All right. Fostering this long-term success. I'm going to just go through really, really fast what the enemy's top schemes are so that you can remember them and the top combating of that, okay? Real fast. The enemy schemes. I told ChatGPT to give me the top, okay? First one was cultivating self-doubt and negative self-perception. Number 2, promoting distraction and procrastination. Number 3, encouraging premature sharing of your goals. Number 4, instilling fear and anxiety about the future. Number 5, fostering a victim mentality. Number 6, promoting unrealistic comparison. And number 7, discouraging resilience and adaptability. Right? So now, as people who are of faith and people who want to transform and change our lives and the lives of others, now we have to combat those. And how do we combat them? I'll give you them really quick. Okay. Embrace your divine identity. Recognize who you are and whose you are. Number 2, prioritize purpose-driven action. Identify the tasks that really align with your divine calling. Focus on those. All right. Number 3, maintain confidentiality of your personal goals. Keep those goals private, y'all, until you have made so much significant progress in that goal that now you can share it. And that way you are not premature in sharing it and having your motivation demolished. Okay. Number 4, cultivate a spirit of courage. Faith overcomes fear. So trust God's plan in your life. Okay. Number 5, adopt a growth mindset and take responsibility. You really need to recognize the challenges are opportunities. You really need to recognize that. Recognize that these challenges in your life are opportunities for you to grow and expand. Take really responsibility for your action and focus on what you can change. Let the shiznick that you can't change go. You're wasting time. Okay. Number 6, limit your comparison and celebrate your own freaking personal progress. Every day I get up, I am so proud of myself. If I move 1%, I'm good. By the end of the year, 36, 37% further, I'm good to go. I am better than I was last year. So limit comparisons and of anybody. I don't give a crap who it is you follow and love so much. Okay. I need you to love you and celebrate your personal progress. Okay. Number 7, develop resilience through embracing challenges. I really need you to develop resilience because remember, the enemy's scheme is to discourage resilience, to discourage you to be adaptable, to think it has to be this way and only this way. What happens when you do that? You get stuck. You start to feel like you're not good enough. You get all of these things that come up in you. Okay. So develop resilience. embrace the challenges, embrace the changes, view those setbacks as learning experiences, and stop trying to be this way only. Anything you do in life and in business, you are going to have to be adaptable. All right. Now, if you want to be further equipped on this journey that you are on, I have a 5-day, it's free, a 5-day faith-filled business challenge. It starts February 18th through the 22nd. Okay. 5 days, 1 hour a day. And we are going to dig in so that you can start making your business faith-filled and move forward. Now, this challenge is designed to align your business with your God purpose. All right. Providing you practical steps, providing you all of the intricate faith and entrepreneur journey and stuff that you need to move forward. Okay. I hear somebody like leaving messages, but I don't know where it's coming from. I can't see it. Okay. So the 5 days are this. Day 1 is anchor your business in God's purpose. Day 2 is going to be renew your thoughts around success. Day 3 is going to be to take bold and faith-driven action. Day 4 is to trust God with the outcome. Day 5 is to step into your calling with confidence. Okay. Each session is going to run at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's for an hour and change. It's usually an hour. Okay. And you need to register to be a part of it. We have a workbook, we have the whole thing, and we will work as we're doing this, right? So I want to embark on this journey with you together because we're going to break free from these enemy schemes and we're going to start stepping boldly into the abundant life that God has for us. Whatever abundant means for you. Maybe it just means sleeping in freaking peace and not having to be worried all the time, right? Maybe it's like having abundant like health, abundant life, abundant finances. I don't know what that means for you. I know for me, it means to be able to sleep at night, to be having a good family, a good, healthy family, and a life that I love because God has only given me one and I know it is temporary. So remember, the power to overcome the lies within you is through faith and intentional action. All right. So together on this challenge, if you want to be a part of it, it is the 5-day challenge. And I don't know if I can actually, let me see if I can do this. Let me copy. Let me put it right here. Post to all destinations. Here it is. Okay. It's going to post to all the destinations. If you want to be a part of this 5-day faith-filled challenge, I really recommend that you do it. Okay. So 5-day faith-filled challenge. We're going to start combating the enemy and start winning at this game. Okay. Because this is ridiculous and we need to win. So if you want, click on that. It's completely free. 5 days. It starts, I think, tomorrow. I know I've been working a lot with the summit and everything, but remember the prompt. If you want to do this yourself because you don't believe me, the prompt is if you were the devil and you were revealing and exposing your plan that keeps us stuck and unfulfilled in our life, our health, our wealth, and business, what is it that you would do to assure that we are not successful and stuck, not able to become successful, but always trying to no end? Give me your top of the top strategies. And that is what the enemy gave me. Ain't that something? I mean, what ChatGPT gave me. So make sure you like, share, subscribe this because I really want to grow this beautiful community of unbelievable, unwavering, like spirit-led, strong people. And I want to make sure that we grow, transform, and challenge our thinking always to grow and expand who we are because our life is only one, and I want to make sure we live it to the fullest. So thank you guys for being here. This is Neena Perez. This is Straight Talk, no sugar added. Until next time.